K-Rino radio. K-Rino.
Let me ask you this. We was talking earlier, and if y'all don't know, this project that Bushwick is working on, it's a who's who, man. And he told me something a couple of weeks back. He said that all the years that he had been working in the music industry, he had never ever really asked people to be on his project. And when you think about that, it's actually true. It's like, I never remember Bill just having this guy here. But then you was like, for this project, I'm reaching out to all the people that I never worked with. Those were your words to me. So I'm honored to be on it. Anybody you name is on this project. And you said something today, though. When we were just at the studio a minute ago, you said, I just can't believe, I'm paraphrasing, I can't believe that these people actually reached out to work back when I called them. So the question I got to ask to you is that, do you not know your value and how much people love and appreciate you? Because if Bushwick Bill called, man, I don't know anybody in the industry that wouldn't respond to that call and say, yeah, I got you. I'm sending you 16 a day off. I'm in town. I'm coming through. Do you not have an understanding of your value or what you mean to the game and to us?
To be honest, man, I prayed one thing when I got famous, because I left church to pursue my love for music, lost my eye, died, came back, have a tremendous emotional roller coaster of a life that have affected me emotionally, spiritually, and mentally. And I know it's because I turned my back on God. I was on my way to India to build irrigation systems in school, and I heard music, and someone told me I was good at it. And then all of a sudden I was like, and that was DJ Lonnie Mac, rest in peace.
Yes,
he's like, I'm gonna call Ready Red, rest in peace. And I'm like, you mean the album Hurricane gave me, the Ghetto Boy song? He's like, yeah, them. He's like, Bill, you'd be perfect, man, I'm telling you. You know how to dance, and that's what they need. Like, they need that hypeness because their lyrics is so deep. I'm like, I don't know if they're gonna feel that way about me. He called Ready Red. Ready Red saw me dance and do the hype thing for Lonnie Mac, and he called Lil J. Lil J came through and scoped me out. Then he called a meeting with me, because Lonnie Mac moved from Club Flames off of Belair and Geshner in the same parking lot as High Times. It was in the corner. It was a Latino club that would do hip-hop nights back in the day. And then he switched from there to the Rhinestone Wrangler, well, the Thunderdome. Then it became the Rhinestone Wrangler. But if it wasn't for Lonnie Mac and Ready Red, I'd never met Lil J.
Wow.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, I denied God and went with music. And you've seen all my troubles. You've seen all my losses. You've seen all my turmoil. You know what I mean? I would just get mad and say anything in the press. I would just get mad and say anything to anybody interviewing me in front of their face, because I know I'm not loved. I know if I wasn't Bushwick Bill, you wouldn't love me. I know this for a fact. You wouldn't even be fainting. I would be just a funny-looking short guy, period. And if people think I don't look in the mirror and know that, yes, I'm a human being, but I am an odd character to observe. Yes.
Well, I'm going to say this. You an example of how an individual's frame has nothing to do with what's possessed internally and mentally and spiritually, because this one of the most intelligent cats I ever been around, period. You know, he can just expound wisdom off the dome. This ain't nothing. This is just who he is. So you talked about how just being born the way you was born, okay, people wouldn't look at you the same way. And that's true in a lot of instances. It's just for any entertainer, athlete, or whatever. But in your case, I can assume that it is magnified. You talked about how you almost didn't make it just through the process of birth.
Yeah, I was a breech baby. Me and my mom almost died in the process. It was 27 hours of deliberation of birth. And she bled so much in a third world country that when her body relaxed is when I stopped going hand, feet, and just came straight out.
Wow.
But the funny part is I didn't just come straight out. The placenta came out before me, so I should have been poisoned coming through the birth tract, so I shouldn't have made it.
Wow.
Literally.
Which means
I'm in the medical books. Me and the kid in Europe are the only two that ever survived coming out after the placenta.
Which means that God had a purpose, that you're supposed to be here.